Bartlett here with my vision agency. And today I'm going to show you how to create a business card that is not only impressive, but it's going to help you promote your social media channel of preference, right? Now, a lot of times we think of business cards, giving it to people to give them, access to our contact information and website. But I have found in my experience that when I'm out in public, as soon as I tell people I have a YouTube channel, they feel like they've met a celebrity and they're instantly more interested than if I was to just hand someone a business card and say, hey, if you're interested in, starting an online business, let me know. That feels like super spammy. But if I tell people, oh, yeah, I have a YouTube channel, then instantly, wow, they're super impressed. Now, what I love about this, and I can expand this a little bit so you can see what it looks like here. This is just a copy of the image, so it might be a little blurry. But what I love about this too is that this phone number is attached to an AI bot. Okay, so when they call this phone number, they're not actually calling me. They're going to the AI bot. My email address, of course, I could connect to AI, but I prefer to respond to that personally. And then also the website, of course, that's a self-selling system, and then my YouTube channel. So I really want to encourage people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And when I am out in public, that's what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to say, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I do, training, whatever you want to say that you do on your YouTube channel. Or if you're promoting Instagram or your Facebook or whatever you want to do, I just feel like promoting your social media platform is a lot less spammy. Now, a lot of times, and it is cheaper to get a business card that doesn't have anything on the back. But I really think that it's a cleaner look. And also, if you don't put anything here besides like scan me, then they really don't know what this is for. This could be linked to your YouTube channel to encourage them to subscribe. Can be linked to your community, your website, whatever you want to link it to. And if you use a QR code generator that allows you to update the link, that's really, really important because something may change. Your offer may change. Maybe you're going to an event and you want to promote a special offer while you're there and passing out your business cards. You want the ability to update this. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today is I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I used when building this, all the software I used, all of that stuff. I'm going to walk you through this process so that you can create your own. Now, don't be a copycat. Don't copy mine exactly. It needs to have your brand colors and your own flair to it. But I definitely want to help you get started, okay? Because I really think that in 2025, promoting your social media channel over your actual business, especially if you have a large following, not only is it going to help you get a large following because people have met you in person, but it's going to be less intrusive, really. That's my personal opinion from my experience. So do with it what you please. Now, when you decide that you want to create a business card, and this is literally what I did, I went searching for business cards for social media because there are lots of options. There are so many options, and I just really wanted to get a great idea of other examples of how to kind of put this all together. Okay. So you can see here, for example, the template here. Now, this can be easily created on Canva. You can take this design here and then just replicate it. So you don't necessarily have to just order your business cards through this company. Okay. If you can use Canva, you can easily replicate this to make it your own. Okay. Now you can also go to Fiverr or Upwork and hire someone to create this for you. But I'm going to walk you through the process of creating this like I did. So definitely look through here and see some examples. You can also go to Canva and you can search the Canva templates. You can type in business cards for YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is you're looking for. You can even apply filters here to choose, do you want horizontal or landscape? You can search by topic and all of that. When I'm looking for a template, I'm really just looking for the layout that I'm interested in. And then I am going to, of course, do my own edits. So you can see all of the different templates here. And this is actually the exact one that I used for my business card. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click in there. And you can see when you do order through, or when you do the design through Canva, you can actually order through Canva. But I am not, I actually chose to order through a different company because I want plastic business cards. I want this when I hand this to people to feel like a credit card, okay? Something that is not going to be damaged. I will tell you what gave me this idea is when I went to the last high level summit, I got one physical business card because we're all techies, right? I got one physical business card and I'm sitting right now looking at that business card on my desk. It's really like the only swag things that I kept, okay? So that really gave me the idea of in this digital age, sometimes those physical business cards are really leave an impression. Okay. So of course you can design this however you wish. I actually removed this image here. So you could delete the image. We have the grid here. And in case you're unfamiliar with the grid, it's basically anything that you put in this area here. Like let's say if I wanted to put this little robot, it's going to take up that grid, but you can actually just delete this full thing. You can delete the grid, you can delete the image. Okay, I'm just going to click delete. And then of course you can upload anything here. Now I do have some images that I've used. And I struggle. Do I want to do the AI image? Do I want to use my personal image? But the AI image, I feel like is more like my logo for my personal brand. It's what I have on all of my, social media platforms except for Facebook because I'm verified and they make you use a real image. So I went ahead with this image here. Okay. Now, if you need help creating this image, all I did was go to the elements and you can see they have like a round shape here. They also have some different frames. So you can play around and create your image, but it's basically just um, a circle profile image that I created. And of course, if you want to edit the background here, you can use any of your brand colors. You can add an image here. Like you can see, I used this image and I just added that there. Of course, I made this, actually, I removed the background. And then once you remove the background, then you can just simply design and move this around and get the image that you like. Obviously, the words are kind of hard to see there. So what I did is make it transparent. So we'll just move it down like that. And then let's move this to the back. Okay. And then now, of course, we have these little symbols or elements here, whatever. Let's go ahead and change the color. And we can choose to change all of the black to orange. So we can do that. So you just want to edit as is. And you can see we're pretty much there, right? We're pretty much at the image that I showed you already. We have our image here. We have down here created. All I did was add an element really, and then just put my, let's get out of this, and then just put my information here. Okay. Now the back, all I did was just add a new page here and it's automatically the same color. So I went to elements here and then let's do scan QR code. And you'll see this one comes up here. So you guys, I hope you're laughing with me because I'm like, yeah, I did this whole thing on Canva. Okay, so you can change this here. All right, so now we're at a point where we need the QR code. Now, you can definitely use the QR code generator here inside of Canva. So you can see here, real easy to do. You just paste in the link here. The problem is, though, is that you can't update this. And that's what I was saying. You definitely want your QR code to be updatable anytime that you are, not just with business cards, but any printable material. If you are adding a wrap to your car or whatever it is that you're creating, or adding banners somewhere, or maybe you are putting like flyers everywhere, you want to make sure that you can edit this QR code, and it definitely helps you to be able to scan it as well. So if you go into your high level account, you'll see that we do have a QR code generator here. And I'm just going to click in here to edit so that you can see that that QR code that I designed actually has my website URL, but you can also see that even though it's already created, even though it's on a business card, I can come in here and update the link and it's not going to break my QR code. It's not going to change it. I'm just simply updating it. Okay. Now you can also change the way that it looks. You can see here I have my purple colors. I have, my logo or my image in the middle of all of this. You can change the shape and form. This is where I added my logo here. You can choose any of these options as well. You can remove the background color. You can even change the page background, meaning this area here. Okay. Now, once you've designed this, you just simply download it and then you can upload it to your um, Canva account. Okay, so you can see if I go to my uploads here, I have my QR code. Okay, so this is kind of what it looked like. So when it said you can choose the page background, that's this kind of grayish area back here after the square. So all you need to do is just shrink this down a little bit. Just make sure that all of the code part that you are still showing here. So we're just going to shrink this, and let's move this up a little bit, this over a little bit. Okay, so looks good. Just want to make sure we're not hiding any of that code because that's what makes it work. We're going to just shrink this down here. And now, of course, you can play around with the design and all of that if you want to. But now we have our QR code, okay? So you can see very quickly, I've pretty much built this, of course, with the exception of the info here. And what you want to do before you download, just go ahead and keep this here. Okay. Now what you want to do is go to, and I use Vistaprint. I've used Vistaprint for years and always had a great experience. So that's what I'm using. You can really use any printing service that you want to. But if you go into business cards here, you'll see that they have many different styles. You have the shapes and the, standard rounded corners and ovals and all of these like super creative things you can do. You have premium cards. If I was to just like click into business cards, and you can see browsing the design, you certainly don't have to create this on Canva. You can just use any of the templates that you see here. I just really, when I was searching for social media, I just really liked the one in Canva. I also like that I have like total freedom of design. Okay. Now, some things that kind of stuck out to me with this was, like I said, I mean, you can look at the QR code, and of course, they have the NFC cards where, someone can just scan it. But I feel like at these events, there's a lot of like techie things going on, and I just don't feel comfortable, or other people sometimes don't feel comfortable, sharing, connecting phones with other businesses. Okay. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in that situation, and so it's really up to you. But like I said, I also feel like just having that tangible card that you can give someone is kind of a reminder of that interaction that you had. Okay. Now you see here, they do have the premium card, so you can choose all of that. What I actually chose is the plastic. Like I said, I want this to be a really hard card, like a credit card. Now, honestly, I really loved this one. I wanted to use this one. However, it's, frosted so you can see through. So I really needed to choose this one so that I could put that QR code on the back. Okay, so this is the card that I created. And you want to choose your plastic thickness. I chose the rigid because it was recommended. And also I want it, like I said, I want to leave that impression like a credit card. And then all you need to do is just choose how many you want to use. Now, unless you're going to an event and you're planning on meeting a bunch of people, maybe you want to start at 50 and just see how this strategy rolls out. It is what they recommend. Obviously, if you are planning to pass out more cards and you want to purchase more, you get a discount on all of that. Okay. Um, so what you want to do is, of course, you can browse the designs that they have available for the plastic cards. So you can see they do have many, cool designs and things. I just really preferred the one on Canva. So when you choose your design, or you can upload your Canva design, you just click here, and then you'll see that I have already uploaded mine, but you'll also see that it needs to be a certain size here. You have the 3.6 inches by 2.3 inches. Okay, so let's go back over here now and let's go to resize. And we want to put in, now I have already selected this because I created them, but I'll just show you here. You're going to do 3.5 by, let's go back here and see, or 3.6 by 2.35. So what we want to do is select this. We're going to change this to 3.6 by 2.5. Make sure that it's on inches. Make sure that you've only selected this one here. Okay, why is that not working? Dimension must be at least, oh, I see. I didn't put a little point there. All right, cool. So let's select this. And now we're going to resize this design, okay? Because we need to make sure that it's going to fit in the area that we want to fit it in, okay? So now you can see this kind of looks, a little large down here, but that's okay. That's in the cutoff area, okay? So we need to definitely allow a cutoff area. And if you are building out your business card here, just make sure you don't go over the edges here, and I'll show you why. So of course we want to print this in the best quality here. So I'm going to choose PNG, and let's go ahead and download both of those images there in the PNG. And we'll just go ahead and save it to the desktop. All right, so now I have the file. Let's go over here. Of course, we want to unzip that file, upload from this device, and desktop. We have our business card. Let's go ahead and select both of those and open. So now we have uploaded the file. Okay. Now, what I see here is you see this dotted square. Okay. Now, this area is what's going to actually show up on the business card. Okay. So we need to make sure that these elements are within this area. Okay. So we may want to move this over a little bit just to add a little space there. And we want to make sure that this is going to show. Okay. So what I would do is just come here and then just move this up a little bit. Click in here. You can actually just move this in. We just want to make sure that it's going to fit within those grid lines. Okay. Maybe want to move this over a little bit. And of course, you can download again. Okay. So you would just want to make sure that everything is fitting within those grid lines, and then you're good to go. Now, the next thing, of course, we have our back here. So we want to add the back, which we've already uploaded, and all of that looks good. So once you have created that, you're just going to click next. And of course, you're going to review the design, make sure everything looks good and is printed good. You can also see now this looks normal. You can see what it's actually going to look like once it's on the card. And then you can also see the back side here. All right. Now, if you go through this process, you're going to see just for these, it's actually not that expensive. Okay. You'll go through here, and right now it's for 50 of these plastic cards, front and back. It's $85.99. Okay. Now, if you guys think about how much are you paying per lead? How many of these business cards would you give out to quality people that you connect with that could be a potential opportunity for you? Would it be worth the investment for $85.99 for 50 business cards? Okay. It's definitely a lead is worth a lot more when you meet them in person. So it's just something to consider when you are, going to an event, or if you do want to promote your social media or your business or whatever it is that you are creating. Okay. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, as soon as this training is over, you can go to our community. And if you are a member in our program and you want to click on today's date, you can join me in open office hours. You just need to click there, and you will access our community room where I will be there and all of the members of our community. If you're in our free community as well, same thing. You just go to the event calendar, you click here on the date, and you can access the Zoom room. If you're not a member of our reseller program or our free community, you can go to myvisionagency.com. If you are not a current high level member and you would like to sign up to use or resell high level, you can choose this option here and check out all of my bonuses. If you are a current high level member, you can join our reseller program, reseller AI ads, and our sales bots, in addition to accessing all of our other training tools and resources. If you're not interested in being a software reseller, but you would like to save thousands of dollars a month on all of your software by accessing all the tools that we have in one place, you can sign up there. And if you're interested in joining our free community to access open office hours, tools, and courses, and more, you can check that out. And of course, if you need to book a private consultation, you can do that there with me. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.